is up, everybody? Welcome to the Burndown YouTube channel. Figured we could have a quick video, short discussion, share a little eggnog. I got my holiday spirit going on over here, and I just wanted to make a fast video, let you guys know that we're going to go on a holiday break. We're gonna do winter break, Christmas break, if you will, and I'm gonna take a break from YouTube, recoup. And I have so many things, so many irons in the fire, so to speak, that I need to just systematically knock out, that something's got to give. And at a certain point, it's got to be my hobbies. YouTube is a hobby and it is fun. I enjoy doing it. I love having you guys follow along, but at a certain point, real life has to take precedent. That doesn't mean we're going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I think what I will try to do, though, is I'm going to not do any long format videos, but they have the shorts feature. I've never really used it. I used to do a lot more Instagram before I got into YouTube, so it'll be fairly simple for me to pull out the old cell phone, talk to it, or highlight some of the stuff that I'm doing, and then I'll post it here as well as maybe Instagram. Maybe we'll do something like that, but we'll kind of keep you guys posted. But for the most part, I have a Christmas card I do every year for a family, and usually they're okay about getting it to me on time. Well, they haven't got me the card yet this year. And if it's a Christmas card, and you guys are wondering, it is like the 3rd of December today. So yeah, it has to be designed, mailed out. We do a ton of them. It's a lot of effort, a lot of work on my part. So as soon as that thing drops, which I'm expecting it any minute, any day now, I pretty much kind of work around the clock on that to get it out because it is time sensitive. I'm also doing the Cups for Kids program again, so head on over to my Instagram and you can check that out. This is the 6th year, I think, that I've painted cups, and then OG, they help me out with the cups themselves, and then I custom paint those and then candy paint them, and then I send those out. You can purchase one, and then I do the custom ones, and then I also do a raffle where it's more like an auction, where I auction off a couple special cups, and then all 100% of those proceeds go to gifts for needy kids that live in my area. So that's been hugely successful, at least from my standpoint. Every time I've done it, I've raised way too much money for a couple of cups, and everybody's very generous. So we're gonna bring that back this year, so I'm doing that as well. And then the Apache, I could probably give you guys kind of a walk around. This thing's starting to kind of come together. I'm waiting on headers from a company like Ultimate Headers, I think it is. They make some nice headers, but they had to do some modifications. So this thing's kind of wrapping up. Maybe we can walk around, kind of show you guys, but this truck needs to leave middle of next month. So the clock is ticking on that as well. And that's more like real life for me than working on my car. So with all that, I still have the Malibu that we got to work on. And as you can see, the time clock and my calendar just filled up right here at the end of the year to the point to where it just doesn't make sense. I'm gonna have to burn myself into the ground anyway to do normal stuff. So then to try to film it, it's just, I don't know. We're at a certain point. I don't know how much I can really get done realistically on the Malibu anyway. But when I can, I'm gonna sneak hours in on it for sure. But I think what we'll do is we'll come back fresh in the new year. We'll pick it right up. I'm gonna continue with like the new thumbnails. If you guys noticed, I kind of started like a new layout. And then we're just gonna start fresh. I'll pick up right exactly where we're at, and then we will get rolling, because come the new year, I mean, we need to get the Malibu kind of going, man. The clock is ticking, because what is it, LS Fest West is the end of April, which sounds like a ways off, but it's not. If you break a month down into weekends, you get 4 weekends a month. Some of those days are screwed doing chores and adulting and whatever, so you can really see that in 1 month, if you have a good run, you got 8 solid days to work on your stuff. That's not a lot of time, right? So I try to do the hour a day type deal, but even so now, I think we're gonna have to start burning the midnight oil to make sure that the car makes it, because we got to get back to Rocky Mountain Race Week 1.0 for the sponsors, and then for you guys so you can follow along, and for my own sanity, because that's really the goal with the Malibu for next year. That's my big event, hopefully, that we can do. So that's it. We've done well this year. The channel grew a lot for the most part. A big shout out to Happle at Sloppy for following along and helping out and being awesome. All the sponsors, War, Champion, Molly's on board. Kicker, you know, jumped on board with the boom. Scat manufacturing is a huge one that we picked up this year. So SoCal Sticker Kings, I haven't made as many stickers as I'd like. If you guys need stickers, please hit me up, let me know, or hit up SoCal Sticker Kings. They've been fantastic. I've just been slacking. I haven't done a lot of events, so I'm like, you know, gotta slack on the stickers. I can't thank my buddy Ryan enough for all the help. It's Tampa Bay Performance with all the torque converters, transmission help. He basically single-handedly got me all the parts and stuff I needed so we could get the Winnebago off to camping this year after we blew the transmission up trying to do burnouts. But anybody else, everybody else, KP, I haven't really visited KP much this year, but he helps me with all the tuning. That is just, I mean, as far as John Chase Studios with Destroyer brand clothing, I mean, the list goes on and on. You guys are all very awesome. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry, but we're going to get back on track. We're going to get things rolling again next year. I have a feeling if I can pull off what I'd really like to do, which is going to Rocky Mountain Race Week 1.0, I feel like we can bring a contender for the hot rod class. So if you're in the hot rod class, hopefully you bring something, you know, like what we're bringing to the table. And hopefully there's a guy named Corey Thompson, which is funny, same last name. He's got a smoking fast car. It's like a 7-second car. But other than that, everybody else is pretty well in the ballpark of where my car is going to run. So it should be a good event for us, as long as the car stays in one piece. And that's what all this effort and work is for, is to make sure that we can complete the race and then do it in a specific, you know, fashion. I'd like to be at least mid-9s every track is kind of the goal. So I'm hoping if we can take that out, have a good show between LS Fest West, we'll do that. And then if I have a built-in running car, depending on how the rest of life, you know, treats me, hopefully we can do a few more events next year instead of just, you know, the one. But Rocky Mountain Race Week for me, because I'm West Coast, it's a lot of expenditure just to even get there and back. It's a couple days on the road and all that, and then plus building the car and all those things. So I'm going to try to do as much as I can, but I really enjoy doing the larger races more so than just the smaller stuff. But I'd like to run the car as much as possible. We need to get the Winnebago out in action. I've got a brand new smoking hot Champion Cooling Systems, one of my other sponsors. I got their radiator sitting on deck waiting to go in there. And then I'll let you guys in on it, but we're waiting on a couple turbos from VS Racing. I know they've been backed up and busy and whatever, so I'm not terribly worried about it. But I believe that they're going to be a friend of the channel for sure come beginning of next year. So that is it, man. Let me give you guys a look at this. We'll kind of sign off from here. Happy holidays. Again, I'll try to make some shorts here and there, but don't really expect nothing from the channel until next year. If you do want to follow along, I'll be more active on Instagram with the Cups for Kids program, getting that done. And maybe I'll start posting up a lot of pics and stuff to keep everybody involved on, like if I squeak any time in on the boomer, any of that stuff. So before I get out of here, cheers to everybody with some eggnog in my Topo Chico cup. And let me show you guys this thing. We'll get it wrapped up. Happy holidays. Thank you all for following along. Thank you to all the new subs that are involved. I hope you're enjoying the channel, and there's only more to come. We're going to grow, and hopefully we can do even better next year. So let me show you around this thing real quick, because I know some of you guys enjoy it, but I don't know if it'll be here by the next video. We got some new brakes on here. We got some wiring. I got to wrap all this stuff up. The compressors, all this stuff is wired, plumbed, ready to rock and roll. The tank, sending unit, all that stuff is good to go. I have the wiring for the truck over here still somewhere. Yeah, so this is all taillights and stuff that I'll have to finish up. That's why this isn't wrapped and done, because we have to continue this, but it'll have to jump to the body or whatever. So that's that. Then these are level sensors, so I haven't put any of that in, but driveline, the two-piece driveline. This thing is connecting just so I have a shrouder valve to air it up and down, but these lines are done, so I just have to seal these up, spin them around, and essentially this thing is ready to rock and roll. Let's walk around here. Got all that fun stuff done. Got a drive-by, I know it's dark in here, drive-by wire pedal in and installed. These are just for testing purposes. This is some miscellaneous stuff that we're not going to be running because we have a Dakota Digital and all the stuff's in there. Computer, got the AC in, all that stuff is done. It needs to be ducted and plumbed, but everything is in and works, and wipers work, all that fun stuff. Trans tunnel, I ended up having to make a trans tunnel because I had to push the engine back. And then just a typical junkyard. You can tell it's obviously a junkyard, but sorry, my lights are out over here. We pushed it back and put it in here, and then this thing just needs to run and drive to Mosey, and it's leaving, so it will leave unfinished, unfortunately, but majority of the wiring is down. We got to put coils and stuff on, and then I had to change this out because we're going to go drive by wire, so I ended up getting a 6-pin, so the 8-pin just showed up the other day for this throttle body. So the wheels and tires on. Let me get you guys back over the light because this is terrible. So I got the wheels and tires on it. This is that new harness. And yeah, so it's kind of a look at that thing. Been moseying along, working on this. It's definitely been a project. It's a fun truck, but like I said, it's gonna run and drive, but it won't be finished. We're not doing paint or anything crazy, so it'll get all the patina rust that it has on it. I put new steps in this and all kinds of stuff. So, like all the sheet steel in here, this is all new steps. So, a lot of work on that as far as rust repair. All this was repaired. Everywhere it's shiny, basically. The truck had a lot of repair work to get done on it, but this one will go away. I think I do have the next build lined up for the most part. That one may be interesting, and I'm kicking around the idea of actually showcasing that one because it's going to be kind of special. Maybe I can let you guys in on that, but who knows where we're going to take the channel next year. A lot more racing, hopefully. I may even bring you guys in on kind of my day-to-day stuff because it's actually an interesting build that I got coming up next, but we'll see how we go and how I feel about it. But that is it. Signing off. I'll quit rambling. Thank you very much, you guys. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Until next year, I'm out.